Hello, and welcome to the first episode of our new mini series. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be a mini series or maybe a maxi series or a jumbo series. Is it going to be a supersize me series? I don't know because it's so many menus. Mostly, I'm going to try to deal with ones that are nationwide, but if you have one that's local, a restaurant that you think, God, I kind of like eating there, is this a place that I can go to and order off the menu or ask them to help me with some modifications? Now, some restaurants don't want to help with modifications. They're too busy. Fast food places are kind of notorious for that. A lot of times when you order on the app, you order boop, 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 and then you go pick up the food, you'll find it's incorrect. They won't do the modifications that you want. I always try to explain to my mom and others that, like McDonald's or Jack in the Box, they can do no, and they can do extra. They can't do light. They never. Yeah, tell them I'd like to have light uh, ketchup on. No, it's with a ketchup serving device, and that's it. There's your ketchup. Oh, you don't want any ketchup? Then they don't use the, and that's the way it works. It also depends on which store you go to. McDonald's, I think they have more than one. There's quite a few McDonald's. There may be just one small mom and pop burger shop that you go to, and they'll probably be a little bit more consistent. Oh, excuse me. We're having air conditioning issues, so our house is pretty hot in the evening. They can come fix it, but it gets kind of hot still, and I guess I've been waking up at night. I don't know. Not have to go to the bathroom. Wake up like, why am I awake? Why am I awake? But so modifications. A lot of times when you first start something like this, or I don't know about you, but when I did, and a lot of people I know did or do, when they first start, they think I can't do anything. I can. Wow, you look at the list of the foods you can eat, you go, well, it's almost like a blank page and it says nothing, or drink some water, eat some salad. It's very limited usually when you first start with these because you're so bad off. They're really concerned with doing something. Sometimes it has to be drastic, and sometimes it has to be fast, and that should make you nervous, me nervous when they say it's very important that you do this right away. Or what? Or what's the problem? It could be something bad, and they're just trying to be nice to you. They're trying to be polite. Obviously, don't tell me. Like they'll go, doctor, just tell me straight what's going on. So, coffee. I at first I did the same thing, and I think I should cook at home. Well, yeah, cooking at home's great. It's also less expensive. I get shell shocked, sometimes when I see some of the prices. They used to have specials like two McDoubles for $2 or $1.99. Now they're like three something each, and they're talking McDonald's Big Macs now. I think sometimes they're $7 just for the Big Mac, and it used to be you get the whole combo for $3.99, $4.99. And this is recent. It's not like back in 1952. When I was in college or whatever it is. I don't know. Not 52. It's a little further back in the Great War. Um, we can get food for a lot less. But there are some modifications we can do. Also, price wise, if you eat at home, it probably is better. But we do go out, and also for our mental health, it's good to go out. And you want to get out there. During COVID, we couldn't go out, and people were eating at home and trying to find ways to cook. Well, how do they make that? Anyway, they weren't able to do it. So fast food's fun. It's convenient. And we can get it through a drive-through, pick it up, sit there and eat it, whatever we want to do. They even have restaurants in places like, if you do go to Walmart, some people do not like Walmart. There's the McDonald's in there. So you have the biggest, I guess one, is it Walmart? I don't think it's still the biggest retailer because Amazon doesn't have that many locations other than that, but I think they are the number one, the largest retailer, and then you have the largest fast food place altogether, the two biggies. McDonald's is in the one near me. There's a McDonald's in that one as well. But cooking at home is good because you know exactly what's going in. When you have a menu, a McDonald's menu is pretty much, we know what it is because we know it's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, blah blah blah. We don't know everything though. We don't know exactly how much calories is in this sauce. Is there sugar in this dipping sauce for my McNuggets? And the answer is probably yes. We don't know it as well. So portion control. Maybe you want just one egg and a couple slices of bacon or one egg, and it's hard to order a la carte at a lot of these places. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, I just want to have one egg. Yeah, they'll do it. It's really expensive, but for the majority of the time, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So sometimes you just want to go out and eat, and sometimes people are going to say, "Hey, let's go out and do this, and let's go and do that." It's a social gathering as well as just a restaurant. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this, turn the camera around. I'm going to go handheld, so it's going to be a little jumpy. I'm telling you right now, I'm using my little tabletop tripod right now, and it's going to be a little bit jumpy. I could use my big one and have it behind me and kind of tilt it, but I just don't have the technology for doing it back and forth, back and forth. I do a pause and stop. Someone wanted me to interview someone, just interview someone that had questions and do it back and forth. And the way I'd have to do that, film myself and then turn the camera to them, or push a button, ask a question, turn the camera, or make it big enough that we both could be on the camera at the same time. If they're on Zoom or something, that'd be really tough because I don't know how to hook Zoom into my camera where it shows the Zoom screen. I'd probably what I'd do if I did a Zoom, and I'd hold it on them and do it as if you're seeing through my eyes, and I would just kind of hold the camera. I'd have the camera film the screen. Continue. So I do the introduction. I'm Tiff Gardner, blah, blah, and then this is so and so. I'm interviewing them. They came up with this really great idea, and I thought you might be interested in hearing what they do. And then at that point, I'd pause, turn the camera towards them, make sure it's set up okay, and boop. And then if it's not, make a little jumbly adjustments. So this will have some jumbly adjustments, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause now, and I'm gonna turn the camera towards the screen, and we'll talk about that in 1 second. Okay, like magic, here we are. This is on my big screen. This is McDonald's menu. This is the featured favorites. Now, McDonald's does have specials that come in from time to time. So let's get out the featured favorites, and we'll go to breakfast first. Okay, here's breakfast. Now, they do have things that come in, like the McRib. It goes on a tour, the McRib tour. So let's look at breakfast first, because that's the first thing they showed. Now, on this, what would I eat? What would I do here? What could I do? Not much. There's not much I can really do on this. What I'd have to do is either buy something like, for example, maybe let's say I bought an egg McMuffin, and I'd have to take the muffin off. Sausage McMuffin, these look pretty good. I'd take the muffin off and have them modified that way. Also, American cheese. A lot of people don't like using American cheese. They say it's processed. It's not real cheese. You hear a lot of that kind of stuff. But maybe what I would do is, instead of getting one of the specials with 2 egg McMuffins and a hash brown and coffee, I could eat just one one egg muffin with the muffin. I would go ahead and could eat it with the muffin. It'll be higher in carbs than if I ate it without the muffin, but I could eat the muffin if I decide to do that. If I decide to eat the English muffin with it, I can do that. I just have to make note in my mind. I don't write things down. I think it's like deal a meal, where they make like cards with different kinds of foods that you would deal the food that you would be trying. I don't really do that. So these are down here, sausage McGriddles. I wouldn't do those, because if I'm going to toss it away anyhow, I don't really need to have maple syrup on the sausage. On the McGriddle. I do like these regular sausage biscuits. These are things I like to eat. Modifications are really tough. I don't really like fried eggs. The fried egg, and I don't really like this fold over egg here, because it doesn't really taste like scrambled eggs. So I probably wouldn't be doing that. Things like this, the big breakfast, if I was to get this. If you don't have anybody to share the food with you, that you can give it to, like, it's still hot, hey, would you like to eat my hash brown? I would get this occasionally and get the big breakfast and just eat the eggs and the sausage and maybe the top piece of the egg muffin, and then save the hash brown. Now, I can save the food and eat it later. If I want to eat something later, I can do that too. That's fine. I can always do that. Sometimes you'll see 2 Big Mac combos or 2 quarter-pound burgers at some restaurant. Maybe not McDonald's, but some restaurant, for a certain number of dollars. And what I would do is I'd eat one and then put the other one with me if I'm in the car, leaving the car. When I was working for the U.S. Census, they had a 2 for $5 burger thing at AM/PM. A lot of people said, "Oh, eat at AM/PM," but it was actually pretty good. And I would eat one burger with the bun in the morning. Then I'd have my water all throughout the day. Then when I go to my lunch, I would have that second burger, usually without the bun on the second one. Now people say, well, what do you do if you don't get a bun? You get a knife and a fork. You can bring a knife and a fork with you. A lot of times I would do that. I would just get a knife and fork from the kitchen drawer, put it in a plastic bag, take it with me. I'd use it, and then I could wash it. That way I don't waste too much plastic. Okay, let's go further. Here's the things that are a little bit of problems would be this. Hotcakes sausage, probably wouldn't be able to get that. I wouldn't buy, I guess there's only one tortilla, so it's really not going to be that high in carbs. So if you're looking at calories, I'm looking at this for my own battle, which is mostly carbohydrates, but also calories. You got to look into that too. If you're on a low caloric diet right now, I am doing that because I did another mini series based on weight. If you want to see that, it's back that way or that way or that way. There's a mini series, a 3-part mini series about my current journey, which I did have to take into consideration calories again. This right here, fruit and maple oatmeal. The only thing is that I'd have to have it with just the oatmeal. I wouldn't be able to have the fruit or the maple on there, and it's probably maple syrup, and it's not, and so it's gonna have the sugars from the maple. Okay, now these combo meals, same thing. You know, I have to do modifications. Drinking, I don't really see a breakfast beverage. I think it's probably all the regular beverage. If I did get the coffee, of course, for me, it's coffee with 1 half and half, maybe 2 if it's a larger coffee. But usually, you're not that lucky to get a larger coffee. So I've always to get a combo meal, one of these. I don't even know what I'd get. Maybe I'd get this and just keep the thing. I don't know if I like that. Or like I said, take the thing away. Now here we go, lunch. Now, what can you do with lunch? Now, some places, if they have burgers, you can get it lettuce wrapped. And what they'll do is, instead of having a bun, some people would call it protein style, I think, or something like that. They would have no bun, and instead of the bun, you'd wrap it in big leaves of lettuce. Well, if they don't have it, McDonald's, I don't think, can lettuce wrap because they have shredded lettuce. I guess you could ask them for a little pile of shredded lettuce. I just can have a side of lettuce versus this. I don't know. They probably charge you. You can put lettuce and put but you're probably gonna have to eat this like a steak. Take off the bun and eat off the steak. You don't have to ask for a plate. You know, it comes wrapped up in the container. You can just take the top off and eat it that way if you're mobile, or put it on a plate. Once again, it does have the American cheese. A lot of people don't think the American cheese is healthy enough, and they don't eat it. So this is about you. This is about my diet. So if I was to get this, the problem is a lot of times people will get this. Or something like that, and then a couple of cheeseburgers to go with it, and they think, God, I didn't eat that much. I wonder why my carbs went up. Well, it's the bread. Big Macs, simple modification. If you were to eat some of the bread, you can also pull this out, the middle piece. For those of you who've never worked at McDonald's, this is called the Crown. It's on the top. This is called the Club, and this is called the Heel. So you can even take this bun off, the biggest piece of the bun, and flip this over and eat it that way. A lot of people say, well, why would I want to go out and do all these modifications if I have to? You don't have to go out, and you don't have to do modifications. I just think if you do, sometimes they'll have the special with 2 McDoubles. What you can do is you can take off the one bun and put 4 patties on one, or take off, and I take out the tops, and then I take this bun and then the other bottom bun from the other one and put them together. So it would be, this is called a heel again. It'd be heel, patty, and sauces, and then the other one. Other modifications, no ketchup. I wouldn't have ketchup. Ketchup is very, very high in sugar. I would have no ketchup on that. So if I was to order, let's say I was to order one of these, just one McDouble, I'd probably take this off and I'd eat it with just the bottom bun. Or I have taken it where I just hold the patties and eat them. You can also order patties, just patties by themselves. They used to call them canine for dogs. Canine. If I was to get this, I'd get this with no ketchup. I like extra onions. I get extra onions. Pickles are good. So what comes on this is the ketchup, the mustard, the pickles, and the onions. So I'd have just everything but the ketchup, and I'd take out the top bun if I had just one. Or I just eat it without the bun at all. They do still carry this, the classic hamburgers or cheeseburgers. You can just get that and have that. These are easy to modify that way. Are people going to look at you when you're doing this? If you're eating in the dining room, yeah, they're going to look at you, and they're going to know why. So if you are embarrassed, if you pointing back at you, or let's point at me. I'm sorry, point at you. You're not that burger. Okay, I'll go over here. If you out there are embarrassed, you may not want to go out to eat. Are you bullied? No. People may come by and they look at you and roll their eyes, or they like to look at how much food you're eating. Okay, so these are the burgers, and that's basically that. What's that? I'm not gonna say they do sometimes have the McRib. Same thing as McRib. That's a processed pork patty with a lot of sugar in the sauce, so it'd be no sauce, no bun. If I was to try one of those, because sometimes you just want to have a treat. Okay, now we're going next here. Chicken and fish sandwiches. Remember, they used to have a grilled chicken sandwich. And they had grilled chicken on the. These are all deep fried and breaded. So the one that they had before was not breaded, so it's lower carbs, and it wasn't deep fried, which means it has less fat. If I was to get one of these, same thing, the McCrispy. I think that's the one. Yeah, the McCrispy is just like kind of a copy of the Chick-fil-A burger. It has just the butter, and I think it's butter and pickles in this. So this right here, same thing. Take out the top bun and try that, or just eat the patty. But I don't know. But they used to have salads. Remember salads? They used to have salads at McDonald's. They do not have salads anymore. You know why they don't have salads anymore? Nobody bought them. Okay, here's the McChicken. That's the plain. That's the one that goes on sale all the time. They have some spicy ones. I don't know about you and spice. For me, spice is kind of a no-no. Also, we haven't gone to combos yet. We will talk about combos here in a minute, and a lot of modifications there. So this is again, it would be a bread combo, a bread modification. The problem would be also the breading on the burger. So what are we gonna do about that? How are we gonna do that? And there's really nothing you can do. Then we got here we go. Oops. McNuggets and meals. It says McNuggets and meals. Where are the meals? I think there's a boo-boo right there because they don't show the meals. They just show the McNuggets. Okay, chicken McNuggets and 10-piece chicken McNuggets. So chicken McNuggets, they're all white meat chicken. They say and they're breaded, so that's a problem. For me, for carbs, if you were to get something like a 6-piece and maybe a 6-piece and some iced tea, will you be hungry? Yeah, you can be hungry. So remember, for calories, going to fast food, that's the problem. Everything is geared on big portions, and now with big prices. Okay, here we go to this. I guess this is what they're talking about, fries and size. Okay, this no. For occasional treat, some people, I'll get it with no salt. Well, okay, then you help yourself with the sodium problem. But what about the fried, the carbs, the fats, and all that? All these, the apple slices for me as a diabetic, that would be no. For any kind of other diet, this might be good. You know, there are calories. The sugar, and remember, there's natural sugars in apples, so that is a problem. Of these sauces right here, what would I get? No, and no, probably. If I was to get something that needed to be dipped in something, I probably would just ask them for some mustard packages, a standard mustard, and get that. Now we're going to Happy Meals. I guess is what we're talking about. Happy Meals. You can order a Happy Meal as an adult if you like, but once again, be the same thing. Milk, yeah, that's a good option, I guess, for beverage. And then you got apple slices, I think, or fries. I think is the way it works. They show it with both, but I don't know. Do you get both? I don't know. And where's the prize? Okay, don't eat the prize. Don't get so hungry that you choke on the prize. So, Happy Meals, you can order those. They might say something. Well, where's the can? You know, there's an employee. So yeah, at home. People are always so nervous about doing that kind of thing. These, for the most part, would be no. I get down here, probably could have this and can have that. So those two are probably yes, and all the rest of that is probably a no. You can get an iced coffee there, where you just get the coffee in a large glass and some ice if you want to do that. So, but like this, is that yummy? Yeah, that looks very yummy. I look at it right now. So, I'm not really too much on that, but I would like that. I would like a lot of these things, but no, they're not good. Here we go, sweets and treats. Yeah, well, you kind of know. For my birthday, maybe, but yeah, all of that would have to be. I can't eat that, and there's really no way to modify that. If I was to get anything, I'd probably just have to get the cone, but I don't think I would get any of that. Okay, and do I like chocolate cookies? Yeah, once in a while. But the problem is, once again, most of the time, most of us will sell you a 3-pack of cookies. And you might say, well, I'll just have just one cookie and take the other 2 home and give it to somebody else. You'll probably eat all 3. I'm just talking from experience. It's hard not to eat a cookie. Beverages. Wow, look at all these beverages. And for me, there's basically one right here that I can have, which would be unsweet tea. Unsweet tea. I could have hot tea as well, but not much. If I have a sore throat or something, maybe I'd have the hot tea. But I'm really not too interested in that. There's only one beverage on here would be this, and that would be the one I'd have. If I was to go there for breakfast, people say, "Well, you can have this. That's good for you." Orange juice is good. Is good to have. Orange juice, yes, great. Although it's super high in carbs, so I would not have orange juice if I was to have breakfast there. I would either probably have milk, or coffee, I would not buy this because that's probably like $4. If I had no ability to obtain water, then I guess I wouldn't die of thirst. I would have one, but I just I have a big blue jug. If you go to earlier videos, you'll see me on my walking videos. You'll see this big blue metal jug that I carry my water in. Value menus is where they get you a lot of times, not they, but this is where a lot of people get. Most of these they always say 1, 2, and 3, and I know there's some big controversy. There was not a single dollar item on their dollar menu. Everything was more than $1 now. So I don't know. Menu might not have been updated lately. And remember when you could get any large beverage for $1? Now it's the small beverage. The small beverage is the one that they say is on sale, and it's like $1.69. And then here's just more stuff about this. Okay, so for modifications, where did that guy come from? For modifications, I'm still holding it. I'll sit it down. Okay, I'm a little jumble here. I should have paused. But anyway, get out of there, mouse. Yeah, there's a mouse in my house. Okay, for modifications, McDonald's is limited to modifications. It would be basically at the table modifications, with the exception of like no ketchup. Okay, and also mac sauce is like a Thousand Island. They say it's a secret sauce. It's basically like a Thousand Island. Thousand Island, I think, is made with ketchup and mayonnaise. Is that correct? I think, or is that how they make French dressing? I don't know. But I'm not a mayonnaise eater. Some people love mayonnaise, and I think mayonnaise is pretty safe for eating. It's got calories, but I don't think it's very high in carbs. But with modifications at the table, it's gonna be you doing it. It'll be you, and a lot of people like they have a special too. If you buy 1 quarter pound cheese, also if you use the app, there's a lot of special in the app. There are app only specials. You can accumulate points and get free stuff. I do use that sometimes. I'll just have some points on there, and I'll go buy and get a cheeseburger, no bun. You know, I don't tell them no bun. I get it with no bun. And for a snack, just eat, like I told you, no ketchup and no bun. And sometimes you get ketchup on your hand. Sometimes you're going to be, I don't know, ketchup, or you get condiments on your hand. You carry some napkins. That's all I can say. You're going to get dirty. But most of the time at McDonald's, the modifications you're going to make will be at the table, with the exception of maybe not having something on it. You know, take away this. They're not going to pull out the middle bun for you, for example. You're going to have to pull out the middle bun, which is called the club on the Big Mac. But these are modifications you can do. You can still go out. I'm talking about you. For me, this is in a nutshell. You know, how big is a nutshell? If it's a coconut, it's a pretty shell. Is a coconut a nut? I don't know. It grows on a tree. I guess it is a nut. Are peanuts nuts? No, they're legumes. Legumes? That's mispronounced. It's a bean. But anyway, lagoon. I can't remember. But it's not like the place where Gilligan Island would. Yeah, Gilligan's Island. But for me, modifications. Okay, it could be not really modification. There's only 2 drinks really there that, well, maybe 3. 2. Maybe coffee, unsweet iced tea, and milk. Probably the ones to do, and of course a lot of water. They do on beverage stuff. They do have a low fat chocolate milk, I think. Would I get that? Probably not. It's the thing problem too when you order at one of these restaurants, you can't really see the label. You can't really read the label until you purchase it. Okay, so that'd be beverages. For modifications for me would be always no ketchups. If I was to get something like a hotcakes, I want to go with the syrup. See, a lot of times I don't get something because I can't have it the way it's supposed to be. Chicken McNuggets. My sauce that I like is the hot mustard. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. So I haven't read the label of hot mustard. I just started eating it when it first came out. I worked at McDonald's when these first came out, and we would squirt the condiments in little cups, and it's only 1 squirt, David, 1 squirt, and it wouldn't really fill it up, be like this. And who wants this plastic thing with half? I don't. You need to get smaller cups so it doesn't look so empty. I was just a kid. I was 17, 16, 17. And I was going to try to fill up a little bit extra. They'd yell at me, of course, and I knew it was costing money, but you know, you can always ask for more. Give me 2 more sauces. It was like 1 sauce, so you'd have all that wasted plastic. Make it so it's the size. We used to have when someone might order. Back then we didn't have combos, but they might order 5 large fries. Can I have ketchup? And they usually grab 1 ketchup and hand it to them. What's this? You know, oh, how many ketchups would you like? Well, 2 each, I guess. Okay, I gave you 1. Here's 9 more. We deal them out. It was really dumb. I mean, McDonald's, I think they make enough money they can put a reasonable amount of a condiment. But okay, for me, it's no ketchup and a lot of this spicy stuff. It's gonna be removal of any kind of a carb. No French fries. And so I can still enjoy going to McDonald's. They don't have salads. Where's the salads? Nobody wants salads. And people said, why don't they have a vegan Big Mac? Well, nobody wants them. Yeah, so gross. I guess, I don't know. McDonald's is pretty much its own thing, but they've tried some healthy stuff and it's gone. A lot of those wraps, they're gone. Burger King now is selling the wraps that they used to sell. So this is episode number 1, McDonald's. It's the big one. It's the golden arches. It's the, it's the 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, onions, on a sesame seed bun or whatever. It's got cheese and got a lot of stuff. So remember, it's your battle, your journey, your whatever, your trip down a healthy living lane. And so you need your own modifications. For you may not have a problem with carbs. Maybe your blood sugar is perfect. It's not likely if you're really, really fat. It's not likely it's going to be perfect, but maybe yours is. Maybe you say, hey, eat some more carbs. You got low blood sugar. That could happen. You can be a really heavy person and have low blood sugar. So for you, maybe it's not the carbs. Maybe it's the calories. So you look into that. Is it okay to have people have a milkshake with their meal? So instead of having unsweet iced tea or coffee with half and half or black, they have a milkshake. And they go, where did all these calories come from? Well, that one milkshake, depending on the size, might be enough calories to cover you for the whole day. I don't know. I didn't break down everything by calories. I basically talked about if I walked into the store, how would I order? But I would probably not have much. The milkshakes were a lot better when we made them either triple thick or we put them on the machine. But those days are gone. At least they don't have the powdered ones. If you ever watched that movie with Michael Keaton about McDonald's, it's called The Founder, you'll see they had powdered milkshakes. I guess I had those because I went to McDonald's at that time, so I didn't know they're made with powder, like a powdered dehydrated milkshake, whatever. But yeah, so these are the modifications I would do. So once again, this is the menu. So this is not really basically me. I would say my whole channel is about me and what I did. So I can't give you advice on this, but there we kind of went over the menu. And I really do have specials that come in. They have the Shamrock Shake, for example, a vanilla shake with some mint flavoring in it. So yeah, you might say, hey, I remember the Shamrock Shake when I was a kid. I'm gonna have one. Yeah, okay. It's probably gonna be okay. Just you got to remember, I just brought in a lot of calories and a lot of carbs. So everyone have a great day. That's McDonald's. What should we do next? Which one is next? Who do we look at next? Take care, everyone.